I just read a quote actually recently, at the beginning of this semester, and it was, "The only reason men fail is broken focus." And I think that's true to a certain extent, because if the opposite of failing is succeeding, then, you have to, in order to succeed, you definitely have to give it your all and stay focused. The desires that we have as humans, I think that God placed those desires in our heart, and that He wrote them there, and that it's up to us to, if we have a desire to paint or to act or to sing or whatever it be, I think that we should definitely do our best at figuring out how to do that to the best of our ability. The best way to do that, usually, not in every case, is to get educated, to go to school, and to do the best you can.
And you got to get focused, and you got to say, okay, would God have brought me here into this major if He didn't want me to complete it? Probably not. God wants you to complete things. It's very hard to stay focused. We're human. We're all human, and that's part of being human, is just straying, doing things maybe that you weren't supposed to do, getting bored, getting anxious, getting worried, just feelings of doubt. I mean, it's very human. You just got to stick through.
He takes us to that point, so we know you can't do this without me. And I think He does that just to remind us and to help us keep our eyes on Him so that we're focused.
It can be very hard to stay focused and determined while trying to do my best. I know that for sure. He, speaking of the Lord, He keeps me going every morning. And every once in a while He throws in little treats here and there.
God has given me different scriptures to help me in those times. Obviously, Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. That's not talking about your strength, it's His strength, obviously. Also Isaiah 40:30 and 31, just talking about just waiting upon the Lord, and He'll renew your strength and let you mount up with wings as eagles. And just talking about how He'll be your strength. He'll give your weaknesses for His strength, and He'll really where you have nothing, He'll fill you up and push you through that.
It's so interesting to see all the people that said that they can't, and then come to find out that you can. And that's, I think, the victory for me, is when, if there's no opposition, there's no victory. And so it's kind of neat to me when people are questioning if you can do it, and then the Lord allows you to show them that you can. I think it's an inspiration to a lot of other people. And even when it seems hopeless, just got to keep going. When people are telling you you can't, but the Lord is telling you you can, you need to think about what voice is stronger, what voice is the one you should be listening to. I mean, they'll be rebellious against all your friends and family and say, oh, just watch me do it. But you need to remember that if the Lord's calling you to something, you need to do it. And that really you're ultimately rebelling against the Lord if you're not doing that thing.
I've really, held fast to some of those principles that God's laid out, some of those promises, and just, God's also put people in your life, like friends and family, as I mentioned earlier, that in those moments of discouragement, they remind you your ultimate dream, that this is just, you're in the valley, but the mountain is still to come, and so forth. And, God gives you everything you need. It's just, will you use those assets and tools? And so He's given them to me, and I'm discouraged sometimes, but He's given me everything I need to get through those times.